Hi there. I've been asked to do this by Becky, and I saw it as a sort of like good opportunity. My name's Derek McLean, and I'm a stroke survivor. I suffered a stroke at 31. After I come out of hospital after my stroke, I wrote a book. The title of my book is Return Ticket Please. This was a title that was thought up of by my wife. I couldn't think of a title myself, but when my wife said it set off alarm bell in my head, and I thought that title sounds absolutely brilliant. And the reason for this was not because I wanted to return to my old ways, of which I'll explain later, but it was because I wanted to return to some normality after my stroke, which hopefully, I believe, I have done. Let me tell you a bit about me first. I'm now currently 43, as my wife just reminded me how old I was, which is very kind of her. I'm now currently 43. I do voluntary work with the elderly in two places. I'm from Salisbury, which is where the cathedral with a big spire is, and quite near to Stonehenge. I used to be a chef. That was my main job. I'm in fact a qualified chef, but I've done other various jobs as well in my lifetime. But anyway, that's enough about me. What motivated me to write the book? Well, now, that's a tough one. My motivation for writing the book was, well, originally I was not going to be writing a book. I was going to be writing a daily diary after getting out of hospital. And this daily diary, in fact, started turning into a book. And it was a book about my experiences, not just of my stroke, but also the cause of my stroke. Now, the cause of my stroke was that I was also an alcoholic. Now, this alcoholism rose my blood pressure up to 200 over 120, and then one night, without no warning at all, there was a massive explosion in my head where a blood vessel in my brain basically ruptured, and my left side was paralysed instantly, and I fell off the bed and couldn't get back up. And this was before you had the fast advert that you've got now to sort of give the warnings of stroke. So I basically laid on the floor and slept on the floor, and then the next morning my wife woke up and I was seizing, and that's when she got phoned for the ambulance for me. Now, first of all, they took me to my local hospital, which is Salisbury Hospital, where they done CAT scan and stuff like that, and then realised what was happening, and then they rushed me to Southampton Hospital, and that's where they done brain surgery on me. And I just have the experience of what my wife has sort of told me of that, because I obviously wasn't awake. Going through brain surgery, you're not going to be awake, are you? But anyway, they took her and my family into the room and everything, and said the 50-50 chance of survival and stuff like that. But they did a marvellous job, the surgeons, and I'm very, very thankful to them, obviously. And after that, it was basically, I lost about 3 weeks of my life where I can't remember anything at all in Southampton. There's things that I thought I'd done, but I've been informed by my wife that no, I definitely didn't do them. But they're all in the book anyway, all of them sort of stories of things I thought I'd done. My stroke was in fact a haemorrhagic stroke. which is quite. It hurts. Let's put it that way. It hurt my head. It's the worst pain I've ever felt. And it was my left side that was completely and utterly paralysed, and I had to relearn to walk again, relearn to use my left arm, left hand, and I still get told off by my wife because sometimes my left hand, left arm I don't use. I tend to always favour my right hand, but sometimes that's because it gets in the way, and it's more sort of like, it's more of a nuisance than anything. So I've also got bad coordination between my right side and my left side, and I've also got slight visual effects on my left side, and I also suffer epilepsy as well. These are all down to the stroke, and like the epilepsy, that's down to the operation where that left scarring on my brain, and I'll be on anticonvulsants for life, but that's a small price to pay for sort of like suffering a stroke. But anyway, I think that's quite enough about my stroke. I mean, I don't want to give too much away because you never know, you might want to read the book. When I wrote the book and I actually finished it and completed it and sent it away to the publishers, and they actually said they were interested in publishing it, then I thought to myself, well, you know, I wasn't 100% sure first of all whether to sort of like go for it or not, but because we did have to pay for it to be published, but in the end I went for it, and I'm really glad that I did go for it, because I feel that it's helped some people who have read it. I certainly do. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say it's J.K. Rowling. I'm not going to say that, because it's not J.K. Rowling. It's a book. It's a true life book. It's a book about a stroke survivor, an alcoholic who's now given up drinking because he suffered that stroke. And basically, I've sold about 150 copies. To me, that's good, but I mean, I want to get more awareness out there for stroke and for young stroke survivors, and also for people who suffer alcoholism, because we hear about people who smoke and that they can suffer strokes, but it's only now starting to come in the people who are alcoholics and that, and high blood pressure. This causes high blood pressure. But that's enough about the alcohol, because I don't want to go too much into that, because this is about stroke. And this is about the dangers that stroke can bring, the third biggest killer in the world and the leading cause of disabilities amongst adults. But I seriously do hope that my book has helped others, and I seriously hope it will continue to help others. And I am a great believer that something good always comes out of something bad. And to me, I feel that the writing of this book has enabled me to find something else in my life to do, and it's also encouraged me to sort of like help other people. And it really, sorry, that's my wife just laughing, because it is quite hard to sort of like talk for 10 minutes about something that you do feel passionate about, but it's a lot easier when you have interaction with people. But anyway, my book, Return Ticket Please, which I had to write under the pseudonym of Derek Williams, is a print-on-demand book. You can go into W.H. Smith's or anything. Well, you can go into W.H. Smith's and you can order it, but you can't go in. It's not on shelves or anything like that. But it's print-on-demand, And the best place to probably get it, I would say, would be amazon.co.uk or amazon.com if you're in America, because it is also available in America. But, it's darkly comic. There's no holds barred, and it is blunt, frank, and honest as you can be. I led a secret life for years, and it was time that my secret life was told. And it was because I suffered my stroke that I was able to tell this secret life. So hopefully people will be interested. I'm not used to doing this sort of thing where you talk in front of a camera, but I'll just give you one more flash of the book. And that's me in front of it, obviously, and on the back you can also see, hopefully, that's me there too. That's me when my hair was a little bit longer and not so grey. Hopefully you'll be interested in what I have said. Thank you.